So I started playing in the arcade way back 1993, and I used to play X-Men, the arcade game. And then eventually I played Samurai Showdown 1, Mortal Kombat 1 in the arcades, and then here comes Marvel vs. Capcom 2, where I dedicated my time in playing that game.
I go by the IGN Bren Mouts. I started playing video games back in as long as I could remember, because my mom liked to shop.
Before, I used to play in somewhere in Pasig, near in City Hall. We call that Armal or Pasig Palengke. And then, way back 2002 and 3, I used to go to SM Mega Mall. And that time, yung arcade doon is a part of Worlds of Fun, and naka-place siya sa Shakey's. Naglipat kami sa time out before siya mag time zone ngayon.
A mall that's two malls that are close to each other, for example, SM North and Ali Mall and Cubao, relatively near. Someone has to fight to defend their malls, right? People from Ali Mall would go to the SM North, and the people in the arcade were like, the Ali Mall boys are here, called the defenders.
It was my first time I visited an arcade other than my local arcade. It is in UN Times Plaza. Our leader, or one of the best players in our local arcade. We texted each other. We gathered first on our local arcade, and then in the afternoon we went to that place, and then eventually we played against each other, and then we made friends as well.
You see the other games like King of Fighters and Marvel, and all the people are so hype also. So while people were queuing up for Tekken, I used to study King of Fighters. So that's why I learned another game. In King of Fighters, like there's 3 characters. So the 1/4 peso token, 3 people would play that. 4 pesos, then 3 characters. So like the good Leona player like this plays this, then so it's like 3v3 for 4 pesos. Because you graduate from pond to pond, right? Like you become the best in your village, then you search a bigger pond like the mall, you become the best in that mall. Dadayo kayo to another mall, then sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, no? So sometimes, okay, we conquered this mall, so what mall next? So you beat the local players there, but some people say, oh, you're good, you guys are good, but you're still no match for like Jericho or whatever. Then that's the first time I heard that name. Like, who's that guy? Oh, he uses like this, he uses like this. So where does he play? You know, so there's some sort of like mystery about it. You can't search him on YouTube. You can only rely on like rumors and hearsay. It's like urban legends.
Fighting game community in the Philippines is it's a very, very rich culture. Most friendships are built within the fighting game community. By playing these games, we were able to meet other people, make friends, make competitors as well, and enrich and improve ourselves as individuals.
Nowadays, if we're talking about like rivalry, happens in tournaments. Back then, there were tournaments, pero it's not as often as we have tournaments these days. So then, if you had a rival, you have to go to wherever your rival is playing, and then you have to beat his ass in game.
Dati, may nada-downloadan ako, papaprint ko pa sa labas yun. Yung mga combo doon sa, yung mga combo galing sa Shoryuken. Minsan sinusulat ko pa yun. Tapos, pag-aaralan ko lang. Hanggang sa yung iba doon, sinusunog na ng mother ko.
We don't have any reference eh. So we invent some of the combos, we invented ourselves.
For example, we do okay, do this combo on Hayachi, then the first combo, the life bar gets to like the second H, like, but the second combo gets to like the letter C, so the second combo is stronger. So we measure the how much damage. So it's that low tech. That's how we invent combos before, and the official Tekken players drink is jelly juice, because like it's just 15 pesos and it's this big. And even like what's the cheapest na kainan doon was like pouchin in the food court. This is in Mega Mall, no? So yung kahera, nakikita pa lang kami palapit. Okay, hinahanda na. O shark's fin, isang shark's fin tsaka tatlong ano. They already know our order because that's, you know, from opening till closing, we're there in the mall. Good players back then have the most talent because they don't have anybody to copy. They don't have anything to watch. It's all through experience and how fast you adapt on the fly, day by day, day by day.
Mercy rounds started, yun nga, because mahal yung token. The opponent, if you're really that good, and say for example you already stacked 10 wins and that guy can't beat you, and you win the first 2 rounds, that guy would say, "Oh, mercy naman," and then you'd give the third round to him as mercy. It goes the other way around, like your opponent won first 2 rounds, you're expecting for mercy, and he didn't give you mercy. That would be a problem, because you'd feel betrayed. Like, damn, I was expecting for a mercy round, but he didn't.
You go to Club Synergy in Mega Mall on a really good day, like on the weekend. You lose 1 game, you're waiting about an hour or 2. And that depends if you're waiting on the right side, right?
So, minsan it gets personal. Like, if they get frustrated, you will see them because they don't know you. You will see how they react, how they throw tantrums, or even if they threaten you to a real life fight. You'll see them.
The scene was competitive, but it's your viewers are just within the community. Now there's like a global reach. Even, you know, even my wife, even my mom, she understands Tekken right now. Back then, they don't. I think Tekken now is more accessible to casual audiences. Like, you don't need to know the mechanics of the game. You don't need to know. It's just fun to the current iteration right now. The Tekken 7 is just so fun to watch.
And that's probably exactly how I felt when I look back, right? I see these kids. And that's what makes the arcade scene very beautiful. It's open. Anyone with a 5 peso coin or token can play in that arcade. It's his time. It doesn't matter if you're a 30-year-old man or a 10-year-old kid. If your token is there, it's your time. And you just have to make the most of that time.